Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Friday night edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. The number to call is 412-575-2600. That is the Borders and Borders hotline. You can also tweet us tonight at KDPomp, at Paul Zeise, and we're going to throw you a little curveball to start this game off here tonight. We're not going to talk about football right off the bat. We're going to talk about volleyball because the University of Pittsburgh has the 6th-ranked team in the country, a team that has gone to back-to-back NCAA tournaments, and now they could be poised to maybe even take a run at a national championship. They're that good. We're going to show you highlights tonight at 11 o'clock sports of their match tonight against Notre Dame and how they swept them at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse. And they are really good. They do it in a lot of different ways. And Coach Fisher, their coach, has been outstanding now, winning 75% of his games since he's come to Pitt, and he's made them into a national contender. Paul Zeise of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette and 93.7 The Fan is here. And Paul, you don't often see us talking about these kinds of stories, but tremendous job, and they're right now the hottest team in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and I think the other thing about it is it's incredible, but I actually had 2 people call my show tonight to talk about this volleyball team. So, I mean, they must be exciting. They're obviously very good, and, it seems to me like they legitimately have a chance to win the national title because they've beaten everybody they played. Now, I guess their next game they're playing against Louisville, who's ranked.
They're ranked, yeah.
So
that should be fun.
We'll see where they're at, but if they beat them, they don't have any more ranked opponents, so they could go 30-0.
You see some of the defensive plays tonight, and I'll show you some of those at 11 o'clock on KDKA. I mean, they're quick reaction time that you don't have a lot of, and these girls get to it, and they keep plays alive. They spike. They do a lot of stuff. So we'll show you the highlights. They're 21-0 now after they're winning 3 straight sets against Notre Dame. All right, let's talk about what goes on here in college football. Not all that much, except Penn State is in action tomorrow against Indiana. Coming off a disappointing loss for them. They were, I believe, 2-touchdown favorites against Michigan State. Michigan State's a team that you sometimes don't want to play in those situations. They had nothing to lose, so they went into Penn State and they won. And now they have Michigan. Michigan State does. Paul, your take on both those games in the Big Ten. What do you see?
Well, Michigan, I think the big thing with Michigan is we've got to kind of figure out where they're at and who they are. We've heard about Jim Harbaugh for years. This looks to be his best team. But you know what? He hasn't fared well against Michigan State and Ohio State. I mean, he's got to start winning those games. So Michigan State isn't a great team, I don't think, by any stretch. But they're a team that, they're probably going to be a bowl team that wins 7, 8, 9 games. If you're Michigan and you really, want people to buy into this Jim Harbaugh thing, you got to win this one. That's for sure. So we'll find out a lot more about, I think, both of those teams tomorrow. As for Penn State, I mean, last week's game is one of those ones you look back at the end of the season. What in the world happened in that game? And
at home, you don't expect it.
I mean, guys have to make plays and kids have to execute, but I don't know that it was the best coaching job I've ever seen done either.
Right. We got the Penguins in action now next Tuesday. They have a few days off. They're going to spend those in the Canadian Rockies. A little team bonding going on there, but they bonded pretty well on the ice last night against Toronto in a 1-0 win, and Matt Murray was outstanding, 38 saves. You can tell he was kind of chomping at the bit to get back in goal. Felt he should have played the other night in Pittsburgh, but they were riding Casey DeSmith, wanted to give him some extra time. Took it out on the Toronto Maple Leafs, a very good hockey club. And Paul, one of the things about the Penguins so far, and you don't like this trend, although it's only 6 games, so I don't know if it's a trend yet, but they beat the teams that are really good teams. They have Washington, Vegas, and Toronto, 2 teams that went to the Cup Finals last year, as well as a team that many think can get there this year, yet they lose twice to the Montreal Canadiens, who were one of the worst teams in the East last year, and Vancouver, a team also that didn't make the playoffs. So they're the competition and down to the level of competition. So
yeah, I would say that's October hockey, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of
for
what
them. For them, it is.
This is a team that's won so much. They've won cups. They've, there's so little for them to really get that excited about. Every so often, they play one of these games in October and November that people hype up. And it's like, okay, oh, this must be a big game. Let's go play. Meanwhile, you watch them play against Vancouver. They look lifeless. You watch them play that game on Saturday night here against Montreal, which they were just like, why are we even here?
That's the hardest thing about being a Penguin coach. And it doesn't matter if you're Mike Sullivan, Mike Johnston, if you're Dan Bieselman or Michael Therrien. That's the hardest part.
Exactly, and I think one of the things that Mike Sullivan has to be careful of, he can't continue to want to tinker with the lines every single time.
Oh, he's doing it.
They don't get this. They lose a couple of games, or they don't play well, this and that and everything. He's got to be careful that he doesn't turn this team off, because this is a team where the stars in the past have been like, look, just let us play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's an intense guy. He's in year 4, so his message, could get to the point where some guys turn him off. He's got to really be careful just to sort of toe the line and say, I've got a really good team. I'll save my, getting after them and all that other stuff and extra practices and all that stuff. I'll save that for spots here and there, but for the most part, I'll let this team play until we get to February.
All right, now it's time for our Thermo Twins matches of the week in terms of high school football, and we have a few of those tonight on KDKA-TV. North Allegheny was at West Allegheny, and that's a game that we will cover all these games, actually. This is interesting because it was Bob Palco, maybe his last home game at West Allegheny against a team in North Allegheny that has some very big plans moving forward. Bethel Park, Peters Township. We didn't expect a rout in that game, but they certainly got one. We'll show you that. And Seneca Valley, Pine, Richland, all part of the Thermo Twin Windows WPIAL games to watch. When we come back, your phone calls. It's 412-575-2600. Give us a call right here on the hotline, the Borders and Borders hotline of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, right here, Pittsburgh CW.